Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tanya and I'm a UX design student at CareerFoundry. For those of you that don't know, CareerFoundry is an online school that has UX, UI and coding programs. I'm currently doing all of my UX studies online. It is fully remote. And I'm kind of nearing the end of my UX studies now, and I feel like I've got into a pretty decent daily routine. But I know when I first started, I had no idea what day of a UX design student looked like. And I think I might have found it pretty helpful, so let me show you what an average day looks like.
I generally wake up with the sun every day at around 6:30 in the morning, and I'll take some time for myself to wake up properly. And because the vast majority of my day is spent sitting at my laptop and I don't move all that much when I'm working, I like to start my day by walking my incredibly needy dog. Sometimes I'll download some YouTube videos to listen to, or I just use the time to think about what I want to do for the day. But it's just nice to see the outside world and see some form of human life before I start my day.
Okay, so I'm all dressed, I have a little bit of makeup on, and now it's time to go to school. Oh look, we made it!
Because the structure of my course doesn't really have hard deadlines or people checking in on me, it can be really easy to be unproductive or even miss a day. So I have to stay really strict with myself to stay on track. I like to do a quick sweep of emails and respond to anything urgent in the morning, and then I put everything aside, go on do not disturb mode and focus on my work.
Alright, so I've just checked my emails, I'm nice and cozy now, and I am ready to get started. So the way that my particular course works is that I work on one large project and I apply the UX process from inception to final design. And so some examples of assignments that I would do would be competitor research, user personas, user journeys, sitemaps, wireframes, prototypes, and visual design. So I've just opened my assignment and it looks like today I'm going to be focusing on responsive web design, which is when you alter your design so that it fits multiple different screens and it looks right and it can be easily digested. So I'm going to go through my readings and my additional readings, and then let's see what this task looks like. Welcome to my campus. This is it. Okay, I'm ready to start on my task, which is that I need to choose 2 to 3 screens of the app that I've been working on. And I've only designed mobile screens so far, and I'm gonna do the tablet and desktop versions of them. So to start, I'm gonna create some low fidelity paper sketches, and then once I'm happy with those, I'm gonna do some mid fidelity wireframes in Sketch. I already have a pretty good idea of what I'm gonna do, so let's get started.
Taking a mobile-first approach makes it a lot easier to design for bigger screens because you have the freedom to add information instead of the stress of taking it away. Anyway, even with the readings and resources that I'd watched, the best way to learn is just through practice, so here I'm adding and erasing a few elements, trying to find the best way to lay them out.
I think it's lunchtime. So I feel the need to talk about this. This morning, I was sitting here having my breakfast, minding my own business, and I thought that I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I thought that's weird because I just saw my dog walk outside. And I turned and there was a monkey in my kitchen. Like an entire monkey in my kitchen, and he was just standing there on his hind legs, just checking everything out. And I was like, "Sir, you cannot be in here." And so I chased him out, but when I came back, another monkey had come in through the kitchen door and had stolen my breakfast. Like, he didn't just steal my breakfast, he stole the box, like a whole cereal box. And so, like, obviously I'm upset that I don't have breakfast and now I need to go and buy more. But I'm more just impressed at the strategic thinking that went on. I mean, they must have scoped out the house beforehand. They knew what they were doing. In fact, I even saw him eating my cereal later. That is so rude! So, that happened.
Okay, so our paper sketches are done. This is what we're working with. As you can see, they're really low fidelity. It's just so I have a good idea of how I'm gonna lay out my design when I actually input it into my design software in Sketch. And what I've done is I've printed a tablet and a browser grid template, just so that it's a little bit easier to like understand the scale and figure out how I'm going to draw this. And then I did everything in pencil, and then I've gone over an impermanent marker because I am going to have to take photos of each of these to hand them in for my assignment. My next step is to translate my designs into a mid-fidelity wireframe in Sketch for my tablet and desktop screens. And the nice thing about this task is that I can reuse a lot of my existing elements in my mobile screen rather than designing from scratch. So this is saving me a lot of time. Okay, let me show you what we're working with here. So I'm creating a fitness app. This is my landing page. I've got my mobile, tablet, and desktop. And I've made sure that my most important information is always above the scroll line for each of my screens. And I've also implemented 2 columns for my larger screens versus my 1 column for my mobile. For my workout screens themselves, I've actually combined 2 mobile screens into 1 long scrolling screen for my tablet and desktop. And then finally for my statistics screen, I actually did also combine another screen, but I didn't add them, my bad. And I've just changed the layout so that my dashboard is now easily visible above the scroll line. For my desktop, I had lots of space, so I decided to also add a profile section, so this is just like a one-stop spot for my user. So next I've just added everything into Keynote, and I've included all 3 variations of my screens, and I've also added the breakpoints that I've decided to use. Then I put the markups of what the screens will look like, my paper sketches, and then the full view. I exported this as a PDF to submit for review. Oh my gosh. My brain feels fried. Okay, so we're all handed in. This is very exciting. I don't usually get to hand in an assignment the same day that I started at this point in my course, so I'm quite happy. In terms of time spent actually doing coursework every day, I'd say that I spend around 30 to 40 minutes doing the readings that introduce and explain each topic. And then I spend anywhere from 10 minutes to even 2 hours doing additional readings, watching videos, just to make sure I really understand the topic before I start the task. And then for the task itself, I can spend anywhere from 3 hours to 9 hours per day just on the task, depending on how much I'm enjoying myself or how much of like a flow state I'm in. So it really depends. Today I'd say that I spent about 7 hours from start to finish for this project. And now I get to go and work out and take a walk and just be out of this office. Okay, we're back at the desk, and this is actually one of my favorite parts of the day. So the school that I'm with, CareerFoundry, has a Slack workspace, and they have a whole bunch of different channels that all the students are on. And you know, there's stuff like job search channels and study tips and what music you're listening to, or can somebody look at my portfolio. And so I like to just scroll through and see what's going on. People sometimes share talks and webinars and tutorials. And so it's just a really great resource. Today I'm on the portfolio feedback channel, and I see a few people have posted their portfolio and just asked people to critique it and let them know if there are any changes that can be made. So I am gonna do that right now. Okay, last thing for the day before we are done. About 2 to 3 times a week, I try to attend or watch a webinar or a talk or a presentation of some kind that covers UX or UI topics. And today I have one that I didn't get to attend a few days ago, but they sent me the recording and I've been saving it. And it's for a UI portfolio review, which is what I'm very interested in right now. So I'm just going to take an hour to go through that and make some notes, and then we are done! Done. We are finished for the day. Okay, the sun's going down. I don't have much time. If you do follow a similar routine to this, and this applies for work or study,
just remember to take a break every now and then. If it's a night off, even a day off sometimes. I do this 7 days a week, and you know, burnout is a real thing that sometimes happens, and so it's really important to take some time off if you feel like you need it. Today I've done everything I wanted to do, and so I'm going to take the night off and I'm going to call my friends and start a new book, and I'm very excited. So just remember to take care of yourself. But that is it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.